Mercury's in retrograde, and it's been insane so far. How's it been for you? Let me know in the comments. I think it's a great time to talk about listening to understand. Howdy peeps, it's Large Owls with Pan Society. We share ideas on how to bring animism into your day-to-day life. So while it might not always seem like a spiritual channel, maybe that's because everything is spiritual. If you like us and you want to help us thrive, please like, share, subscribe, or donate. And if you want to get to know us a little better, join our private Facebook group where we have free events and you can connect with other animists. If you want to go deeper, check out our Patreon page where you can become a Pan Society insider and have special perks like our ancestral healing session, our book club, and our online school. And all the details are down below, so check that out. So it's been a crazy retrograde, right? I have a ton of schedule changes and some misunderstandings. One minor one was when I was having an astrology reading and the reader said to me, "I can't read your face." And I had to laugh because that's my listening face. Which is where I am most of the time. And a lot of indigenous people do this thing where we're quiet and have a blank face. And it throws people off because the norm in the West is to have active conversation on both sides. So when one is speaking, the other is preparing to rebut, share, or engage. And I was in a receptive pose, just taking things in. It's a good thing to try while Mercury is in retrograde, or anytime really. When somebody speaks to you to help you understand, listen, take it in, consider, pause before speaking. Sometimes no response is needed. If you think it sounds weird, the book club or our talking circle is a great way to practice listening to understand. Check out our Facebook group or Patreon for more information on those things. Recently, a client was expressing his frustration to me about not being heard, but that wasn't really what was going on. He didn't want to be heard. He wanted to be right. He wanted to win, and that's a very different conversation. In the West, we are rewarded for being right and punished for being wrong. Think about your school time. So we're taught to defend our speech or keep it to ourselves if we're not sure we're going to win. And what we're not taught is to listen to those who don't agree with us. But those are the people who have the most to teach us. We don't learn much from those that we agree with. Listening to understand doesn't mean that you ultimately agree with them. It means that you know where they stand. And when you know where they stand, you know how to relate. You know, animism is relational, so that's really important. And it puts you on the same playing field and paves the way for mutual respect and connection. It makes you equals instead of adversaries. Again, super important. So if someone is vulnerable, open, and gives you information, particularly if it's personal or emotional, that's an invitation to engage with intimacy. If you don't know how to handle that or come at it in a way that's combative, you're blowing the chance to connect and understand. Relationships are a two-way street. We can put up a big stop sign to connection, or we can give a green light based upon listening. So if you want to make your connection stronger, listen to understand. People can tell the difference. If you have a story of how this has worked out for you, or even not worked out for you, let me know in the comments. If you have tips, share that too. Let's all grow together.